Hi, I am Roxy. I am here to ask you to do something for Steve 6464. Can you watch as much of the video that you can? Then before you leave a comment. Make it a critique, a constructive criticism. Thanks. Oh, he's about to start. Bye.
Foxtrot Delta Tango, Foxtrot Delta Tango. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Foxtrot Delta Tango, Foxtrot Delta Tango, Foxtrot Delta Tango. Well, let's try it there. Bouncing back and forth between different settings. Alright, anyhow. Hi, I'm Steve 6464. Welcome back. This is season 13 of Let's Build This, part 26, working on a 15-year-old project. You see it in the on the left side. There she is in the background right there. And before we get started, let's review last week. Foxtrot Delta Tango, Foxtrot Delta Tango. Let's set it there, see how it works. I'm going to end up muting it a couple more times, so it is what it is. Before I get started, I did release another slideshow video similar to the Sopwith Camel, but this one was the Moonlander, the Lunar Excavation Module, the LEM, that they had at the Smithsonian. It's only gotten 5 views so far, which is really kind of sad. So before we get started, I thought I would play it here. And if you'd like to see it in a higher resolution, then please go to my channel and watch it there as well. So, yeah, here's the LEM. Hi, I'm Steve 6464. Not too long ago, I was in Washington, D.C. and had a chance to visit the Smithsonian Institution's National Air and Space Museum. And guess what they had right as you walked in? They have a LEM, the Lunar Excursion Module. When you first see it, you're overwhelmed by the sheer size of this marvel of engineering. It is nothing like what moon landing deniers claim. It is definitely not a crackhead homeless shanty. And it is absolutely big enough to carry a folded-up moon buggy. These next two photos are my son, a 6-foot-tall U.S. Marine military police officer. And by the way, ladies, he's available. Please enjoy the rest of the slideshow. If you think these photos might help you when talking with moon landing deniers, feel free to use this video. Just let me know you grabbed it and where you're sharing it. Thank you. This has been Steve. Alright, Foxtrot Delta Tango. Foxtrot Delta Tango. Let's try it there. If the sound sounds funky, let me know. And yes, you may have noticed I got a haircut and clean shaven. I did that yesterday. So that's enough with the review. Let's get started. Yeah, okay, that looks good. This looks, be adjusted a bit. Right, the back one should be fine. I haven't moved it. This one, I don't know what that's pointed at. What is that pointed at? Alright, there's the plane. Alright, for now let's leave them like that. So, the agenda for today is this one's away still. So, the this is the last time we should need to filter our thinner. Alright. At least I feel like there's two filters here. There. Okay. Because the replacement dope, this stuff, is water soluble, and I have a pitcher of water with me because I don't have a running tap in here. So I have water to dilute that. Also, while we're waiting for stuff to dry, I have the ingredients for lubing the rubber motor, the rubber band. I have this glycerin and this green soap. Green soap, I understand, can be used after you get a tattoo or a piercing to kind of keep the area clean. Alright, so let's filter our thinner. And again, we'll wash that out later with some warm water, warm soapy water. And we'll throw out our used filter. Put our funnel someplace out of the way. Cap over thinner. And we don't need a ruler. We probably won't need. I'm going to keep the pens close at hand because. Alright, so we left off last week. We got the whole thing covered in tissue paper. Alright, but we have excess paper to cut off. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to cut off, that's what we're going to start to do today. We're going to cut off the paper. Then we're going to mix up the dope, spray the tissue paper. While that first coat is drying, we are going to lube the rubber motors. I picked up a replacement in case, a spare. Yeah, so today we're going to be either spraying the plane with dope or lubing up the rubber bands. So let's start by trimming the paper. Right. Okay. That appears to be in camera's view. Sort of. Okay. And yeah, we'll be using some of the old non-water soluble dope to clean up the edges, right? Overhangs that don't get cut off, or any fuzzies that occur. Oops. that is why because we're still using the old dope on that, that's why we filtered our thinner. Try not to poke any holes into our paper. At least the paper that is on the finished. We poke all the holes we want into the stuff we're trimming up. But we don't want to poke any holes into the finished. The stuff that we actually want to keep glued. Yeah, the part that's actually the skin of the plane. Carefully trim around these edges, because we don't want to poke a hole, and we don't want to poke a hole in the plane, and we don't want to poke a hole in our fingers, right? We need to be vigilant when working with sharp things. We're working with things that can hurt us. It's just not sharp stuff that can hurt us. Careful. It cuts easier when you go with the grain. If you go against it, it could be a little choppy, a little ragged. because you're going against the grain. Going with the grain, you can kind of, what happens is your blade will fall in between the grain and run with it. It's really easy to cut, just like wood. Wood has a grain. If you're cutting wood, you know it's easier to go parallel to the grain, the same direction as the grain. When we go over that with the old dope, it'll stay stuck. Well, I know it's going to clean it up because it did last week. Alright, so that's all trimmed up. Alright, and what we need is what we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. These are dope. And I don't know how much this you can see. If it's good for you to see, it's not necessarily good for me to see what I'm able to do, or at least work at a decent angle. So I apologize if you can't always see what I am doing. But if you've been watching right along, you can have a fair idea of what's going on. This side might be easier to see. The upper wing isn't. Oh, the upper wing isn't covering the bottom wing. Alright. And now for the left side. You can see most of it. Just trying to get the overhang to stick to the edge. Back to the bottom wing. And let's do the top wing. Go over places I've already gone over. See the front of this top wing. Alright, it looks like we got it all. Here's just 4 popped up. Let's set that back. Let it rest a bit. And let's clean. Clean our brush so it doesn't dry hard. Dry the brush. Set it aside. Pull up a bit. And take a small break. Take a breath. Get something to drink. All right, now to the next part. We need this, the Easy Dope. We need our tray. I plan on using this bottle to hold the diluted Easy Dope. Alright, this is our spray bottle. This is 250 milliliters. Well, actually, it's closer to 300. And our graduate here, 250 milliliter graduate. So we'll be doing everything. We'll be doing everything to total out to 250. Alright. Calculator, because I'm not that young anymore. I can't do that stuff in my head. Alright, and alright. Kine, I don't know if that can be seen. So for the first coat, they want 5% of 250. So that's 250 times 0.05. 0.05 is 5%. And that is 12.5 milliliters. This is 250 milliliters. All right. 12.5. It doesn't even go that low. Starts at 25. But half of 25 is 12.5. So, but this isn't the Sub-Zero. This one is Sub-Zero. I mean, they're all Sub-Zero. I want a ruler where 0 is on the edge, which this is. But it's in inches. I was hoping for metric. Okay, it is less than 7/8. 7/8 would be 7/16, and this doesn't have 16ths. So Sharpie. So 7/16 is 1/16 less than a half an inch. So right about there. Alright. It doesn't, we're not trying to produce plutonium, so we don't need to be that accurate. It's only a model airplane. Alright, let's open this up. Pull off the protective paper. Oh, yeah, that's, I want to do this in my tray. And I don't think you can see the bottom of the graduate. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. Top camera and camera from the computer should be able to get everything else. And there's no penalty if I pour in too much. It's probably better to pour in a little too much and a little too less. Alright, now we're going to fill this up to 250 milliliters. Just a bit, just a little bit more. Kind of hard to judge because it made bubbles. Alright. We'll use the funnel now to fill the spray bottle. give this a little swirl, but most of the mixing is going to happen in the spray bottle. I'm going to give that a good shake. So here we go. Alright, we're not done with this. We're going to mix some more. The second coat is 30%. So this is 5%. I wonder if I should keep this. Keep a sample of 5% and a sample of 30%. Or just keep a sample of 30%. Alright, so we're going to start spraying this. And I should probably test the spray before I spray it on the project. As far as I can tell, this is fine. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to spray the whole surface, but we want to spray it lightly so it doesn't pool. So it doesn't leave puddles. Alright, so let's do the top wing first. So it doesn't puddle and it's puddling. Right? No, you don't want a lot of pressure if you're soaking up the excess. This tissue paper now is wet, it's fragile, will easily be poked through. You just want enough pressure to soak up what doesn't get soaked in. And I think having it tilted like this helps to keep it from pooling. Alright. That was the top of the top wing. Let's see if we can get the bottom of the top wing. Suit. Okay, and then the other side. Now as this dries, it's supposed to shrink the paper, which then should get puckles and folds out, and then tighten it up like a drum. And coat it a bit too, I think. That's the point of the dope, is to coat it. Okay, I'm going to do this part of the bottom wing, the bottom part of the bottom wing first, and then the other side, and then we'll flip the plane over and do the top of the bottom wing. And I don't know if this will dry in time to have to do the second coat. So I'll have to decide then if I want to do the second and third coat during the week, or do the second and third coat next week. Soaked already again. Six fuse. And once again, if you are sticking your, just clicking in to see what's going on, please type hi. If you are watching this in the future, just type a hi in the comment. You don't have to engage in any of the conversation. Just say hi so I know who's here. Alright. Bottom wing. Top part of the bottom wing. How do I want to do this? try it like that. Let's try it like that. There goes my dogs. They fight like hogs. Alright. The other side. And you're not really going to get to see that too much. And you do want it soaked. You just don't want puddles sitting. Alright. Now for the starboard side of the fuselage. And now the port side. Well, the dogs are having an argument. Alright, the top side. I'm even going to spray this cardboard. I won't even sink into cardboard. It's been filled so much with dope and sealant. And yeah, why not? I'm going to do the bottom side of the elevator here. Alright. Wipe off and then soak in. Okay. And redone the top. But we need to do the top of the elevator. Right. Eight. Let me finish up here and see what that actually is. And then the rudder, which looks like it's probably been soaked from overspray from everything else. I can feel how tender that tissue paper is. I'm going to grab the fuselage, especially in this area where there's not a whole lot of support. You can't see that. Okay. What I think I am going to do is give the top of the wings another coat before it dries. Just because it's the top of the wings and they're most responsible for flight. Right there went my mop. And And then when we're fully done, we'll cut that section out for the window. Which you not only see in the instructions, but in the pictures I took of the real Sopwith Camel. That was actually there on the real one. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. It's still dripping. Okay. Leave that back and out of the way. Try to dry some of this up. Alright, so that was 5%. Now we're going to increase that 6 times up to 30%. So what I want to do is find out how much I have left. And we used 100 milliliters. But that might be the bubbles. Maybe we used more than that. How much is that? Bubbles. All right, I need take a breath and get a drink and figure this out. Eight views, 2 current views, but I don't see it spiking any more than than the 3. So hello. Global. Whatever. Okay, we have sound. You can hear me, right? Yeah. Roughly. All right. So we have how much here? All right. There's where the liquid stops and the bubbles begin. So I believe each line is 5, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah, 25. So 5, 10, 15. So we got 115 milliliters at 5%. Right? 5% of that is dope. Okay. 115 milliliters. And 5% of that is 5.75 milliliters. Which means then 5 minus 5.75 is water, right? So dope is 575, water is 109.25, and can't use my table. As a thinking. Right, so water is 109.25. Dope is 575. Now, as I add dope in, the overall is going to go up. So, 5.3. Okay, 30%. This is 5%. Dope, 30%. Is 34.5. But is that actually alright, but we need then to, now we're not adding the whole 34, we are adding minus 575, right? 34.5 minus 5.75, which equals 28.75. And 28.75 plus 109.25 is now 138. So the question is, it's 34.5, 30% of 138, right? 138 times 0.3 is 41 ounces. But if we keep adding dope, the total volume is going to go up. So how do we get to 38% with what we already have? Let's ask Copilot and see what it says. Alright. Copilot. Yeah, I don't feel like setting this up so you can see the screen. Okay. $115 milliliters. Out of 150 milliliters of which 5% is dope. 5.75 ml. How much UCH dope do I need to add to get mixture of 30% DOP? And there is no spell check, so I'm going to open up Word, copy and paste it into Word, spell check it, and it looks good. So let's ask. Alright, so it's giving me a formula. 5.75 plus x over 115 plus x equals 0.3. Alright, so it's telling me 41.07 milliliters. All right. I can't be that accurate, but I can get close. So let's pour this back into our spray bottle. Pour out the 41 milliliters of dope. 25, 30, 3540. A little bit above that line. Like I said, I'd rather have too much than too little. Boom, sorry. 25. I think it's too much. You're not supposed to do this. But this isn't chemistry class. This isn't, like I said, we're not enriching uranium. This is just a hobby. No, that's 45, Meyer. You want to go down to just above 40. Uh, 25, 30, 35, 40. A couple drops more. Alright, close enough. Pour that in there. Alright, but now we want to bring it up to 250 milliliters. Cover things up so they don't spill. Alright. So we have a total now of 156. Alright, and we're going to subtract that from 250. E minus 156. That is 94 milliliters. 30% of that is 28.2. And we're going to say that's 30 milliliters. Oh, yeah. 30 from 99, 30 from 94 is 64. But we're just going to pour water in until we get to 94. So, okay. So, 30 milliliters. It's just one hash mark above 25. And we have 35. And now we're down to 25. Alright, there we go. Cover this up. 94 milliliters is about 95. So one line under 100. Yeah, no, I think it's fine because of the bubbles. get the mixture out of the sprayer. Alright, so when that dries, if it dries today, we can hit it with the 30% solution. And I think I want to put 2 coats of 30% on. Okay, so now we mix up the rubber band solution, lubricant. But I only have one graduate, and I don't have the ability to rinse that out here. So what I need then, oh, I should have put that back. You get a pretty good idea what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a be right back and I'm going to use the girls instead of Roxy.
Do not worry, Steve will be...
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, my!
Oh my, do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh, do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
I'm here for you, Steve. Remember, I'll be right here when you come back.
Oh, we are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, I!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh, my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Ooh, my.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh my sweetie, we are definitely having a moment. Don't worry, Steve will be right back. Oh my.
Steve will be right back. Do not worry. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh my, we are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. My?
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, my!
Oh my. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh, do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
I'm here for you, Steve. Remember, I'll be right here when you come back.
Oh, we are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, I!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Ooh, my.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh my sweetie, we are definitely having a moment. Don't worry, Steve will be right back. Oh my.
Steve will be right back. Do not worry. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh my, we are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. My?
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, my!
Oh my. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
Oh, do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment.
I'm here for you, Steve. Remember, I'll be right here when you come back.
Oh, we are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back. Oh, my!
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh,
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh, my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Ooh, my.
Don't worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh my.
oh my sweetie, we are definitely having a moment. Don't worry, Steve will be right back. Oh my.
Steve will be right back. Do not worry. We are having a moment. Oh, my.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh, my.
Oh, my. We are having a moment. Do not worry, Steve will be right back.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. Oh.
Do not worry, Steve will be right back. We are having a moment. My?
We are having a moment.
Foxtrot, Delta, Tango. Foxtrot, Delta, Tango. Take it down a bit. Alright, I am almost back. Need to get rid of this. Alright, I am back. What do I want to do? Okay, I know I want to dry the stuff off, but do I want to change views for mixing this, or is it just easier to see? I think it's just easier to see from this scene. Get some dry paper towels. Dry off the foam. And I didn't realize how late it was. It's like 20 to 3, or quarter to 3. Now, I tested this earlier. It only says 75 milliliters. So let me put it here. But if I fill, when I filled it to the brim, I believe it was 150 milliliters. So let's test that. But this is what I want to store the rubber lubricant in. Right? No, it's only 100 milliliters. Okay. That's fine. So I've seen, when I was researching this, that some of the information said it should be 1-to-1. So I do believe the instructions that come with the kit say 2-to-1. And seeing we're building their kit, we probably should use their instructions. So let's see what we get for instructions for rubber band. Where did I see the instructions for lubing the rubber band? Assembly propeller bead number blah, 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 blah. Where is go live? Why did that disappear? All right. Now it says 10 views, but I don't see 10 views. I don't see people popping in and out. I just see this one spike at 3 and then nothing else. Okay. Installing the rubber motor. Important. Carefully sand all die-cut sheets to line the propeller clockwise about 50 times. Okay, here it is. For added wins and longer life, lightly lubricate rubber motor with a mixture of 2 parts glycerin and 1 part green soap. Both available at your local drugstore or Amazon or wherever you get stuff like that. All right. So, buttons on your underwear. We know this holds 100. We can go a little bit into the neck if we have to, right? And 2 parts. If you want 2 parts to 1 part, it means you're dividing your total into a third. Right? And 1/3 of 100 is 33.333, etc. Delete. And 2 of those is 66. Or close to 6, or a little over 65. So 50, 55, 60, 65. 2 lines below 75. And we want to be a bit over that. Right. So this is the glycerin. And we are bring it to eye level or close to it. Oh, I did it again. Over. I am not going to pour the glycerin back into the bottle. I'm going to pour it into this. Alright, that is as we wait for it to slide down the side of the graduate. That is definitely over 65. Let's pour that into our ball jar. for that, let's recap our glycerin. The reason I didn't want to pour my over pouring into the glycerin, because this is actually food grade. So if the cookers and the chefs in the house have a recipe for glycerin, I want them to have clean glycerin. That's at 75. So we'll see. Alright, the green paint, which has %30 alcohol. You don't want a lot of alcohol because it will dry out the rubber band. But I gave a list of what was in it. Nope. Alright, now we just need 33, which is 25, 30, just under 35. Close enough. Pour that in. Try to get as much of it as we can. We'll rinse that out later. Tighten that up. And mix this up. Cover this up so we don't spill the excess glycerin. Mix this up. I think what I am going to do is I am going to put the lid on this and give it a good shake. That I would do the start with this bamboo fork. And before that lid gets covered with this stuff, I am going to label the lid. You know what? alcohol and a clean paper towel. And we're going to clean the top of that. And then label it. Rubber motor lube. I don't want to put rubber lube on it because that might, people might think that's something else. Alright, tighten this up and give this a good shake. So I want to take a drink, take a look at my computer screen. Okay, that's what's going on. The mouse was in the way. Okay. Set this aside. I know what time it is, and it is 3:01. Excellent. I want to get this glycerin and soap off my hands before I do anything else. Alright, set this aside. And do my I am done, or am I? I am not done. Do I want to keep the dope in the spray bottle for 2 weeks? I don't want it gumming up the works, but I only have well, maybe I could use one of these. This is 250 milliliters. That's only 100. That's only 100. There's 50 milliliters unaccounted for. Right. First of all, I want to take off the word thinner. Off of that top. Yep. Beautiful. Cover this back up. Clean up the tops of alcohol. Now I want to get the thinner residue off of this because it's going to make it hard to write with the Sharpie what's in here. This. Get my Sharpie. And we'll label this dope. 30%. If we need that, we'll label that when we need it. If we need it. Let's get our tray. Alright. We don't need the washer or the funnel because this is small. Yeah.
Can I take your car? Because I don't want to drive Mom's.
Yeah. The spare key should be on the refrigerator, right?
Yeah, should be. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. 1. 2. And we are going to need to label the other one. And 3. All right. All set up for next week. All right, I am washing this. I'm washing. That's not that one. This one. I am washing these, washing this, probably just dispose of that somehow. I am washing this. I think I'm going to want to rinse this stuff with alcohol and warm soapy water. It is still a little damp, so we'll wait. We'll wait until next week. Scoot myself back over here. I'm already at the scene I want to be at. So, look at the camera and say thank you to everyone who has made it this far. Thank you for everyone in the future who watches this video and makes it this far. What else did I want to say other than my usual stuff? Let me know what you think of the new look, the haircut, the clean shaving. And until then, have a good day. Be safe. Be a friend to someone who needs a friend. And the last thing I have to say is
an echo chamber of derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp,
Gravity is not a force.
Einstein remains neutral.
Jerp, 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 jerp.